Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for being here again. Before we get started, I want to say a huge thank you for all the amazing feedback on my previous video. I uploaded it without thinking much of it. Honestly, I expected maybe 10 people to watch it and for it to get like 0 likes, but somehow it received such a warm and encouraging responses. Reading the first comments telling me that I'm doing a good job and that you would like to see more made me so happy and motivated to continue this little journey I've just started. So thank you again for your support and for watching this video. Now, let's talk about what we are doing today. In this video, we are going to prepare some postcards together. For quite a long time, I've been taking part in this online initiative called Poscards. It's a website where you can register and start exchanging postcards with people all over the world. I took a little break from it for a few years, but recently I came back and it inspired me to create more personalized, handmade postcards for the people I'm sending them to. Today I have 3 postcards to Germany and 2 are going to US. And since recently I moved to Poland, I thought it would be fun to make them themed around the city I live in, which is Wrocław. So as you can see, I've just started working on my first postcard, and the idea behind it is basically my cat destroying the city. I found some similar illustration on Pinterest and I wanted to make mine a little bit more personalized. So I basically imagined that scenario. Someone throws a ball, probably me. My cat chases it, and on his way he stomps through the city like tiny Godzilla. I found it extremely funny and I thought it would make really cute postcard. I don't know, sometimes it's still hard to accept that maybe I'm the only one who's interested in my cat, and I kind of refuse to accept it, so I make everything about him. I'm also currently working on a children's book based on my cat's morning routine. When I say I make everything about him, I'm really not joking. So the whole visual style and the way I wanted to draw him is already very clear in my mind, and that made it so much easier to create this illustration. At the same time, I wasn't feeling very confident that morning. It was my first sketch of the day, and you know how it is, the first strokes are always the hardest. I wasn't so sure how it was going to turn out, so I decided to start with a quick pencil sketch first. Then, as you can see, I erased the pencil lines and I went over with the marker. I think this drawing is one of my favorites, which you're gonna see in this video, and I thought it might be fun to turn it into a coloring books type page as well. So if you would like to make your own postcard with that drawing, below this video you can find link to a free download of this specific drawing as a coloring books type page, so you can make your own version of it, maybe color it with different colors or make it as a postcard. You just have to print it out and fill it in, and if you do, please send me pictures on my Instagram. I would love to see it. I love to see people interpreting my drawings in different ways, so please, if you actually do it, send me pictures. I imagine this illustration in all kinds of different colors. Maybe you have a ginger cat or a black cat or a spotted cat and you can color it in your own unique way. I would honestly love to see how you interpret it. Maybe your house is red or yellow and you can show how your cat is destroying your house from outside. Or I don't know, maybe you want to put dots on it. I have so many ideas, but I kept it simple for this one because I didn't want to make it too complicated for the receiver. And yes, I will show you a finished postcard to my cat. His name is Dog. I know it's a little bit strange, but I absolutely love it. When I was a kid, I read a book about a family who had a cat and a dog, but the funny twist was that the dog was named Cat and the cat was named Dog. And I promised myself that if I ever have my pet on my own, I would do the same, name it cat or dog depending on what I got. Obviously, now I'm completely obsessed with the cats, so of course we ended up with a cat named Dog. We got him around 5 years ago in Amsterdam because we had a mouse. It's very common in Amsterdam, and the only way to solve it is actually to get a cat and, make the apartment stink like a cat. We got him from some foundation, which is basically taking cats from Cyprus and bringing them to Netherlands, and then they spend few weeks in foster families where they adjust to the new situation, and then you can adopt them. And it was the best decision ever, I swear. He's so well behaved, we are so lucky. He's the best cat ever, so friendly, so clean, no problems at all, I swear. So if you are from Netherlands and you're thinking about adopting a cat, let me know. I will give you amazing foundation from which you can take the most loving creature ever. Now we are actually thinking about taking second one. I would definitely want a girl now, maybe Ginger. Oh my god, I would love a ginger cat. I already have a few name ideas. I was thinking Snoop or Bull, so you know, together they are Snoop Dogg and Bulldog. But I don't know, they don't sound that cute. I'm not so convinced. Imagine I'm calling my cat Bull. It sounds a little bit weird, no? So if you have any ideas for the second name, please let me know, because I'm open to any ideas right now. We are just thinking, and I think if we find the perfect name, we find the perfect cat as well. I think that's enough about cats. As you can see, I've started working on the second postcard, which is also very Wrocław themed. This one is inspired by a little swimming pool that has become very special to me over the past few weeks when I'm here. It's located in the city center and I go there for my aqua pilates classes and just to swim. I actually used to swim a lot as a kid. My mom was determined that me and my brother will know how to swim because she didn't, and she said it brought a lot of problems in her life. So she was forcing us to go for swimming classes all the time, but I'm thankful for that in the end. And also in Poland, I'm not sure how common it is right now, but it used to be, at least in my school, obligatory that for 1 year you have to go to swimming pool every Tuesday, let's say, and start to learn how to swim when you're a kid. The only thing I have problem with to this day is jumping into the water. If you are Polish and you're around my age, which is like 20-ish, you might know the commercial I'm talking about. In the cinemas, they were showing this commercial of a mannequin diving into the water and breaking its neck, and it terrified me as a kid. So to this day, I will never jump into the water, not even like some flat swimming pool or whatever. I'm too scared, but I can swim. Maybe not very good, but I can swim. That's something, right? When I was in Palermo, I used to swim a lot, but it was mostly going to the beach and just floating in the sea. And I thought it would be nice to come back to water when I moved here, so I immediately signed up for aqua pilates classes in the local swimming pool. At first it was very easy for me, especially I used to do the same in Rome when I was 19, and then I started thinking that maybe I should also try to just swim like twice a week, just go and do a few leaps of swimming pool every now and then. So okay, I went for the first time to the swimming pool, just me trying to swim. I actually had this little bad luck because on the day I decided to do that, there was like this huge high school group of students trying to swim as well because they had some kind of class or training or whatever that was. So there was me completely lost next to like thousands of teenagers swimming like a pros, and I just went into water thinking it would be easy like it used to be when I was a kid, and I was shocked, okay? I was humbled very, very fast. Turns out I don't really have condition to do that anymore. I did swim for like half an hour, but I had to take so many breaks. I barely could breathe at some point. It was intense, okay? It was very, very intense. But it only motivated me to come back, and I'm getting better and better at it, and I really enjoy it. I think water is really something which calms me down no matter in what form, shape and space it is. Would I prefer to just play mermaid in the sea of Palermo? Sure, but it is what it is. So if you are in your mid-20s and you want to get in shape but you don't really like gym, I can definitely recommend swimming pool. I think it's such a nice way to do your workout. And for the postcard, I drew the swimming pool itself because I think it's extremely beautiful. I'll include pictures of the real one somewhere in the corner when you can see it. The place is stunning, even just for its architecture. Walls have Cubanism-inspired designs and drawings, and inside the pool has multiple beautiful rooms. I thought it would be a fun postcard, and maybe someone receiving it will try to guess what kind of place it is. This one was going to Germany, if I remember correctly, so maybe they will even come and visit it someday because it's not that far. As you could see, I sketched it first with pencil because I wasn't confident about it and how it turned out. I have to admit, I wasn't completely happy with the paper version, but after reworking it on my iPad, I finally got it right. The digital version really brings out the potential of the illustration, and I'm happy how it turned out. The next two postcards are a little bit more personal. I didn't really have specific ideas, so I decided to draw me and dog in different situations. First one is just me standing with him saying hi, because why not? And the other one is him getting cold, because I got cold when I started drawing it. But if you want a little life update and maybe dig a little bit deeper into why I did them, recently I've started feeling a little bit more aware of how I want to represent myself and the characters I create. I'm currently in university studying art mediation, and I'm taking some brand design classes at school, and my teacher made me think a lot about how I want to present myself as an artist in social media. I really want to stay honest and authentic to myself and to you, while also creating work that can be appreciated and shared without being overly personal. Finding that balance between authenticity and being interesting is very complicated. I want to create, I want to share it with you, but I also don't want to think about social media all the time. I think that's a common problem a lot of artists who are trying to stand out in social media are facing. Lately I've been experimenting a little bit with comics and how I want to draw myself in those, like you saw in my previous video, and I also thought about this children's book I mentioned before, and I think that really works for me. I like that I can show a side of myself where I keep my personal life private, but I still let people get to know me. People who follow me can see, hey, I'm a young illustrator living in Poland who's Polish but also lived in many other countries, has a cat she's obsessed with, and usually wears those big green glasses. The glasses are actually a very personal symbol for me. I always felt insecure about wearing them, but I specifically chose those unique ones to kind of stand out. For me, they represent something unique about myself. As an illustrator, especially one who draws people and characters, you can start to notice what makes someone unique. Until I got those glasses, I didn't really have a visual element that made me stand out. They are simple, but they feel true to who I am. Some people have crazy hair colors or tattoos or piercing, which makes them very unique. Some people wear crazy clothes, and none of those things is actually me. I'm a very simple person in my appearance, and those glasses were the only thing that made me feel like, hey, this is how I stand out from the crowd. And I guess that's why I made those postcards actually. I was excited to finally figure out how to draw myself and dog in a way that feels authentic, so I thought, why not putting that on postcard? Believe it or not, figuring out who you want to be as a cartoon version of yourself is not that easy. When I'm telling you about last postcard, you might hear dog in the background. I'm very sorry about that, but I need to finish recording, and he came for a hug and I don't have heart to kick him out. But okay, last postcard, let's talk about it. When I came up with the idea, I was really excited because I thought it would be such a nice postcard. I wanted to make like little tram view, but you know, from the window you can see Wrocław. The problem is that actually it doesn't look that nice. I started to feel a little bit more confident, as you might see in the previous postcard, and I stopped sketching before actually drawing. This one's supposed to be very simple with simple strokes, but in the end, I don't know if I like it. I couldn't really figure out what's like so specific about city of Wrocław, so I can draw it behind the window. Then I thought bridges, river, lots of churches. Did you know it's called actually Venice of Poland? I'm almost in Italy again. But anyway, since we are coming to the end, I just wanna say thank you if you are still here watching my video. If you like any of those postcards, I have good news for you. I made a digital version for each of those, and now you can go on my website and actually buy it for yourself. If you need any personalizations or hidden message or whatever, just let me know and I can add it for free. Thank you again for every comment, every like, and for every person who watched it. See you very soon.